The position that you all are forcing me into is very unfortunate. I do not like it. I don't want to have to be this guy, but I have to be this guy because I am so sick and tired of the ridiculousness surrounding Josh Allen winning the MVP. First and foremost, congratulations to Josh the Machine Allen, JA17, the Buffalo Bills franchise quarterback who won the MVP deservingly so. Congratulations to him. Much deserved. Dog, I love you, man. You the best. I'm going to explain to you exactly why Lamar Jackson did not get snubbed. Josh Allen won the MVP and he deserved to win the MVP. If you go on this channel and look at my videos, you can see that I said this weeks ago, that he will win and that he deserves to win. But I do want to preface it with this. Don't click off the video. I am a Bills fan. I am a diehard Bills fan. But that is not why I picked Josh Allen to win the MVP. And that's not why I believe that he deserved to win the MVP. And sometimes I'm reluctant to even tell people that I'm a Bills fan because they dismiss my opinions as being biased because I'm a Bills fan. If you will just listen to what I say and be honest with yourself, you will see that I'm not being biased at all. Not one bit. Zero. And I'm prideful about not being biased. I call a spade. Always. I don't care what the round. Politics, sports, family, myself. I call a spade at all times. It's my MO. But of course, you don't know me personally, so you don't know that, nor do you have any reason to believe that. But I'm just telling you as a preface, that is who I am, that is who I want to be, that is who I choose to be. As a person who calls a spade, regardless of my personal leanings, inclinations, and natural biases. Okay? Got it? Don't click off the video. Just listen. Josh Allen won the MVP. Josh Allen deserved to win the MVP. The way that I break down the MVP voting, as far as I can tell, and as far as I believe that it should be broken down, is a trifecta of measurables of how you analyze these people that you're seeing if they should deserve to be in the MVP conversation at all, let alone win. There's three components. Component number one, where you led the team to. That does not include playoffs. What peaks did you lead the team to? And what valleys did you bring them out of during the regular season? That's number one. Where did they go thanks to you? Number two, your individual performance. Because obviously, you have to have a substantial individual performance to be in the conversation. And third and final, how much of your team's burden falls squarely on your shoulders? If they remove you from the team, what will the team's record be without you? So that's the trifecta. Where did you lead them to? That scared the piss out of me, dog. That scared the fire out of me, dog. Boy, I thought somebody bring into this house. The trifecta. Where did you lead them to? The individual performance, and three, how much of the team's burden do you shoulder? Let's go through the numbers with all three of them. Number one, where did you lead the team to? Josh Allen led his team to a better place. It's very simple. The Bills went 13-4. The Ravens went 12-5. 13-4 is better than 12-5. Along the road of the Bills going 13-4, they beat a previously undefeated Kansas City Chiefs, who remained undefeated until the last game of the season where they pulled all their starters. They remained undefeated. Every game they've tried to win, they've won, with the exception of the Buffalo Bills in the regular season. They're a great team. Who was their sole loss to in the regular season outside of the final game to the Denver Broncos? It was the Bills. The Bills did that. Oh, by the way, the Chiefs were the number one seed in the AFC going into the playoffs. You know who else the Bills managed to beat during the regular season? The number one team in the NFC, the Detroit Lions. The Bills beat them as well. Those things fall on Josh Allen's resume. And then also, what are the valleys that the MVP candidate on your team, where did he bring your team out of? The Baltimore Ravens going into the season were picked by many analysts to go to the Super Bowl. They added Derrick Henry to their roster. They have a solid defense and a notable head coach, Harbaugh, for crying out loud. They were expected to win, and they did win. They did what they were supposed to do. Now let's look at the Buffalo Bills. We were picked to finish third in our division, behind the New York Jets and behind the Miami Dolphins. We were picked third. We were not expected to do much this year, yet we did more than much. We did a hell of a lot. The valleys that you pulled your team out of and the peaks that you drove them to. Josh Allen wins that category over Lamar easily. The second category of the trifecta, individual performance. Josh Allen's individual performance was amazing. Lamar Jackson's individual performance was better than Josh Allen's. Is anybody debating that? And by the way, I'm talking about statistics. You can argue that Josh Allen had more wow, amazing, shouldn't have happened, couldn't have happened plays. Sure, fine, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking purely statistics. And as a quarterback, right, it's touchdowns that you throw for, touchdowns that you run for, interceptions that you don't throw, passing yards that you throw for, completion percentage. Lamar Jackson leads the majority of those categories over Josh Allen. Josh Allen has more rushing touchdowns than Lamar by a lot. Josh Allen has 12, Lamar has 4. Josh Allen threw more interceptions. He threw 6, Lamar threw 4. Lamar has a better completion percentage. Quarterback rating. Lamar Jackson had a better quarterback rating than Josh Allen. So the individual performance, that category, Lamar gets the nod. Nobody's denying it. He gets the nod in that category. Bing! So now they're tied up. Now let's go to the third of the trifecta. What percentage of the team's burden? Now, this is a very successful team. They kicking tail and taking names. How much of that success falls on your shoulders? Please don't accuse me of saying something that I'm not saying. I'm not saying that Lamar Jackson is unimportant to his team. Oh, Father. I'm simply saying that Josh Allen shoulders more burden than Lamar, which is not really even an argument. We know this. Derrick Henry ran for 1,900 yards. What are we talking about? The receiving cores are relatively close. I mean, Zay Flowers had a better season than Khalil Shakir, and most people think Zay Flowers is an overall better receiver than Khalil Shakir. I mean, I think it's debatable, but whatever. I mean, now let's look at the tight end group. You have a gold jacket and a rising star. Mark Andrews is a gold jacket. Isaiah Likely is a rising star. He's a star. There were people calling for Isaiah Likely to be the starter over Mark Andrews. If you watch Isaiah Likely's tape, the boy can straight up ball. Now you look at the Bills tight end group. You got Dalton Kincaid, you got Dawson Knox. They're both good players. They are good players. I would rank them, I would rank one of them at least in the top 20 of tight ends in the league, which is not amazing, but it's not bad. I'll take it. It's better than being 31 or 32. Furthermore, on the Bills roster, outside of Josh Allen, there were 0 all-pro players. First team or second team, 0. What does that tell you? All-pro, no other all-pro teammates. Do you see what I'm saying here? Do you see where I'm going? Do you see how this just makes sense? Josh Allen gets the nod in that third category. The team's burden that you shoulder. He shoulders a massive chunk of the Buffalo Bills' burden. Ask yourself. Ask any analyst and ask yourself. Leave the team the exact same. Just pluck Josh Allen out of there and throw in our backup. Who's our backup quarter? Mitch Trubisky, who I played against in college, by the way. Mitch Trubisky. Throw him in there. Don't change anything else. Coaching staff, players, Mitch Trubisky. What's our regular season record? Get serious, man. Get serious, man. Come on, get serious. Now, I don't know who Lamar Jackson's backup quarterback is. I actually knew who it was. I think it was a pretty good player. I can't remember offhand. I cannot remember who Lamar Jackson's backup quarterback is. But let's say we pluck Lamar Jackson out and put that backup quarterback in. What is their record? And here's the question you're asking. I'm not asking if they're a Super Bowl contender. I'm asking, is that record better than that of the Buffalo Bills with a Mitch Trubisky starter? Are we really doing this? Do I really have to argue this with you? Like, do you really come on? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know better than that. You know better than this. These are the reasons why Josh Allen wins the MVP over Lamar Jackson. Now, this is a unique year. It's rarely this close. That doesn't happen often. It does happen, but it's not often that it happens. We've had co-MVPs and everything. And honestly, I'll take a step further. If Josh Allen and Lamar would have been co-MVPs, I would have been fine with that. because I believe they eat. I believe that the margin between the two is razor thin.